Hey guys, this is Corey from Colorado Cold Bloods, coming back to you with a clutch update from our first video. Our first video was cutting the eggs from a super pastel spider, which is a killer bee, to a pastel lesser Enchi. And so babies are all shed out and looking good. So after their first week, kind of hanging out, so we will show you some fun babies. So there we are. So this is the very first one here. We got a little pastel. Very likely it is a pastel Inchi, but it is a pastel at the very base. So beautiful baby. Such a simple gene, but very powerful. So beautiful baby. And I gotta catch the escapee that's running off screen here. So in fact, she gets to be the next one. So there's our next one. This one is going to be a super pastel Enchi. This was the first one that came out, and I was just stunned by this baby the moment it came out even. So beautiful. Nice try. So just an absolutely beautiful baby. So very simple, like I said, super pastel and Enchi together. One of the key markers for Enchi, you can really see how it widens up those eye stripes. And when it widens up those eye stripes, it also tends to create a connection towards the back of the head. Not all the time, but in general, as it widens those eye stripes, that can be a side effect. So, absolutely stunning baby. So, now we'll move on to some of the lessers. So, the lesser gene tends to kind of force a kind of a browning and a lightening of all of the dark blacks. So the very first lesser here is going to be a super pastel lesser. And you can tell just how bright it is just because the blushing on the head, that is a dead giveaway for that super pastel. So a great example comparison would be if you look at the blushings on the top of those heads. So these are basically the same one, except this one has Enchi and this one has lesser. And the next one to jump to is going to be a super pastel lesser Enchi. And what I love about this one is just how busy that pattern is. So you'll notice a lot of these are relatively straightforward, but that Enchi is really kind of creating those bandings, kind of fighting there. And I'm sorry. So yeah, there we go. Alrighty, and next gorgeous baby, we have a pastel lesser Enchi. Love all that nice blushing up the top. Beautiful. Kind of browns, everything like that working. Beautiful baby. And then one of the ones that surprised me the most coming out of this is, just because my brain didn't comprehend it initially, is going to be this little one here. So this is going to be a Enchi B. So that would be Enchi, pastel, and spider. And honestly, very likely this is going to be a super pastel, but which would be a killer bee. So what is interesting about this one too, so my normal odds, and everybody who knows us always jokes with me that I always get boys for the majority of the clutch. In this case, I only got one male, and it is this one, but we can show you real quick here while the other one runs away. And okay, so you can see those little hemipines coming out. So it's very much a boy, and all the rest of them are females. So, and last but not least, this was my goal for the entire clutch, but it decided to add some more bonus items onto it. And when I say that, it's not like they weren't possible. It was just not what it was more than the minimum I was going for. So this one is going to be a Super Pastel Lesser Enchi Spider, which would be an Inchi Killer Queen bee. And it is a female. This one definitely will be held back here. Love how she's kind of got the eye shadowing effect going on with that bright kind of greenish yellow. That amazing head stamp that's going on that's fading out. And that is everybody in the clutch. So it's always fun to kind of put them together like this and take a look at all the variety that comes out of a single clutch from just one pairing. Got a nice lovely variety here. One of Erin's favorites is this boy here, because she actually really loves kind of the gear look, almost like the gear squared patterning on his tail. Always fun hatching babies, and always like Christmas when they come out. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll bring you lots more.